Assalamu alaikum. Hi everyone. Warmly welcome to all of you with another topic. Of course, little bit sensitive topic, but very much important to discuss since a lot of safety kind of professionals, they highlighted their concerns about organizational politics and as a safety team or as a safety leadership, what sort of challenges they are facing. So that's why I thought. To bring this topic publicly, via our trainings on channel, and I'm sure it's becoming your daily learning club day by day, inshallah. So, do you face any politics in your company, by the way? And if you truly face, then how do you handle it actually? And do you define politics in a positive manner or in a negative pattern? What is politics in your opinion? Is it a good thing or a bad thing? So these are the few of the questions. I'm sure you are filtering out some of the answers in your brain. But to be very honest, not only the safety leadership, even every professional in the world, either is a fresher or experienced professional, they all are facing and handling, some level of negative or positive politics for sure, in an organization. So nothing to worry about. Let me be more straightforward. You are not the only one facing these issues. Like one of the guy, he mentioned, sir, look, I'm the one as a safety officer, uh, applying my all efforts day by day and day and night even, and the whole credit is going to Mr. Safety Manager. So the story was really interesting. I just, because if I'll not motivate him, he will definitely distract his focus, the positive focus towards negative domain, right? So in that context, I thought, why not to motivate him and guide him? And I asked him, what sort of politics you are facing. He mentioned, look, sir, all safety audits, inspections, toolbox meetings, trainings, data analysis, even incident investigation, even, dealing with work permit receivers, firefighters, responders, emergency responders, even, the department heads, janitor to general manager, uh, everywhere I'm supporting and applying, all sort of safety policies and procedures. But for the last 3 years, I got no increment. And this is just happening because the safety manager, he is not letting me come up, with my talent, and he's not highlighting and reporting in front of the top management that I'm doing something productive for the company. So the story was little bit sensitive. So I started to motivate with that sentence, First of all, bear in mind the top management, the shareholders, the businessmen, they are quite familiar and well aware about everybody within their organization. They tell or they don't tell, that's a different story, but they know everything. So first of all, remove this barrier from your mind that the top management is not familiar what you are doing, because we have CCTVs, we have somehow in a different phases. If your safety manager is not reporting something positive about you, might be the other department heads, if they're happy with your safety work and the way you are adding value to that organization. Of course they'll be talking behind your back, positively in front of even the top management in different meetings. So it's not first of all the only safety manager who is going to report about you that you are working really hard and you deserve a lot of increment or whatever. Now, I asked him one more question. For the last 3 years, have you evaluated how many employees are there who got increment? And he was not familiar. Okay, do you know that your safety manager got some handsome increment for the last 3 years? I don't know. So without knowing the fact, you are demolishing your positive energy, while if you are a safety officer at this site, might be you are a safety manager to another site. So this kind of thing, which you believe that somebody is doing politics against you, trust me, it's not true. And the manager, mostly the safety manager, I'm quite familiar. They are very much supportive. They have positive mindset, and they try their level best to support their subordinates. But of course, if the safety officer himself or herself have some kind of rude behavior or arrogant attitude, or which nobody likes, to be very honest. If you are humbled in your nature and you are talented and smart enough and adding value to your organization, even the safety manager, I'm telling you, can't stop your success. So there are certain sectors, or might be the factors, I would say, which are stopping you to be successful within the same organization. But nothing to worry about. I'm telling you, if organization one is not paying you well, might be you are new there, might be you just started your job in this organization. So that's why you believe, they are getting advantage. And but the first 3 years, consider not learning, even the earning, not earning period. That should be considered your learning period. Actually, the first 3 years. Now that gentleman actually just started a job 1 year before, and he was very much upset and frustrated, I would say. I motivated him, and I told him, your communication is excellent, mashallah. Your personality is good enough. So might be you could have a bright future even as a safety trainer. So just prove your capabilities, improve your competence level, and might be we can accommodate you somewhere in a particular city you are working in. Actually, I don't want to highlight even the city because I told you it's a very sensitive topic. So I'm also getting very careful because all safety professionals, I believe they are performing a noblest job in the world. So that's why I'm also very much careful in my comments and all. But anyway, ultimately, in short, he got motivated and he realized, yes, it's just a start. I mean, 1.5 year performing and job as a safety officer. Of course, he would have a great future, in the coming years, inshallah. And I motivated him. Don't look into the same organization that you have to be promoted every time and again and again. Even on the other side, if you see the safety manager, just imagine how many, along with the experience for the last 10 years or 5 years or 15 years or 20 years, how much he invested in globally accredited certifications. And those certifications are kind of a benchmark, like if we call it kind of a hiring criteria. So if any brand or any company needs a safety manager, the first thing they ask, okay, what type of globally accredited qualifications you have in safety profession. So the more qualifications professional you have, kind of certifications, in other words, more better chances you will get to be a manager, inshallah, very soon. So along with your experience, make sure you are enhancing your qualifications and certifications, because without evidence, how are you going to prove that you are not only the experienced person, even you are a qualified and certified gentleman, as a safety leader. So this was all my motivation to him, and ultimately at the end he was very satisfied and happy that he got a very positive kind of motivation, and of course he will take care of his future, inshallah. And to be very honest, uh, if you destroy your positive energy, it is your greatest loss because of even somebody else. Okay, there could be some few cases, the safety manager might be or not as per your expectations, and might be they also have some job security threats or some sort of, because nobody wants to kill their job. This is kind of a little bit sensitive part nowadays, because since a lot of layoff is going on, technology like artificial intelligence, robotic technology, plenty of technology is getting evolved. So day by day, technology is taking over, you know, uh, several high hazardous processes. That means we don't need so many experts on board, because technology is helping. So, because of these layoffs, sometimes the frustration can go in the minds of others, and also in Saudi Arabia, particular, Saudization, is another element where everybody have some sort of thinking, oh, what would happen to my job actually. But ultimately, for those guys, I will say you are unique. You are a state of the art professional, mashallah. So Saudi Arabia, out of 250 plus countries, is one country. So the whole world is open for you. A lot of countries are there. Don't consider that only you are going to do your job only within Saudi Arabia. And even as a safety profession, you can within the as a being a safety professional, you can have plenty of other areas to work in. Like you can be expert as a safety auditor, you can be expert as a fire specialist, you can be expert even specialized even as a HSC management consultant, even HSC trainer, even HSC manager is another position you can occupy in future, inshallah. So what I mean is plenty of, even you can be the safety engineer. So it's not like only safety officer. Safety officer is one designation, then safety supervisor, safety coordinator, plenty of professions, and ultimately, if you're good enough and confident enough, even you can start your own business. So now you don't need any designation, right? Because ultimately you are an owner of your company. So now what sort of a profession or designation you are looking for? So set your goals, you know, always have a self motivation dose every day. Don't destroy your positivity because of the negative vibes of some personalities. And those personalities can be anyone, actually. Don't tell that only the safety manager. It, we have a lot of other people also working around us, right? Who can discourage us, who can manipulate our responsibilities, who can, be a terrible barrier while we are performing our job. Might be they'll not cooperate because you are stopping them. Might be they'll go against you, but does not mean that you have to be demotivated. So be emotionally intelligent, have a strong decision making power, make sure you have a better time management skills, make sure you have effective communication, some sort of skill set, which is really required, to move on with your career. Make sure your critical thinking quality is excellent all the way. Make sure you are a best risk assessor. You know how to analyze like a data scientist, even data analytical experts. So make sure you just focus on your skill set, because ultimately it's not qualifications or certifications who lead and keep alive your job. By the way, it is all your skill set which you are increasing day by day, and that's secure your future after Allah's blessings for sure. So this is all what I can say about this sensitive topic. But if you have something different in your mind, please feel free to share. But one thing at the end I will mention: every company have a different culture. Every company have a different culture, and sometimes I say expect the unexpected, and don't expect that every time you will get the environment as per your expectations, as per your wishes. The world is entirely unique, and enjoy that uniqueness, but you can only enjoy if you know how to contain your positive energy, and that can only happen if you are self motivated and you have self realization process every day that you are not doing anything wrong to anybody. Then inshallah Allah will be the greatest helper for you. Good luck, all the best. And let me mention, you are a hero, you are a safety hero, you are a gentleman, mashallah, doing a noblest job in the world. Because I always mention saving one life, saving the whole humanity. So please focus on the purpose, focus on the aim, focus on the, kind of the noblest purpose of your job rather than on the negative vibes. They are always there, but you must be familiar how to handle such kind of organizational politics or some sort of these negative things. Good luck, all the best. and always respect your seniors. Thank you very much. Take care of yourself.